Welcome back guys to another Zero DTE video, and today Coach Ernie is going to be talking about FatTail trade, so make sure you stay tuned. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, check out the link in the description to join the world's #1 Zero DTE trade destination. Enjoy guys.
Let's say you just did both directions. That means that you would spend about $7,000 a year, right? If you did both directions, all right? On average, you're going to hit about 12% of the time, of which half of those are going to be what we call medium wins or moderate wins. So there'll be anywhere from about 4 to 10 times the risk that you took. And about 5% of the time, you're going to get big wins that are going to be randomized somewhere between 10 and 100 times, or 10, let's say 10 and 60 times, just to be conservative. So I can model this for you so you can see it. The rest of the time, 88% of the time, you're going to lose. So the question is, how many times do I have to win to make up the $7,000?
You have to manage profit, or
Very-
you're just letting them expire?
Very little. You can manage profit on the shorter term ones, the 3 to 5 and 5 to 10. You can make some decisions, and particularly if you have multiple positions on, you can maybe take one off when it's paid for the trade or something like that, and let the other one run. There is in the AI a whole treatise on managing the trades. But for the most part, they're essentially hands-off, set and forget them. Look in on them every once in a while. This is totally in line with the Universa Fund strategy. It's what I call a fractal of that strategy, just bringing it down to a smaller time frame. And if you believe in fractals, which I think you do, Dave, then you know that the biggest fractal of all is the Black Swan event, what we consider the Black Swan event.
Yep.
But there
like
are
what happened when Trump took the tariffs, delayed the tariffs that day, went up, whatever
Right.
went up. Something like 8% or something like that.
So that's one. 2015's one. 2008 is one. October of 87 is one. Big events. The dot-com bubble burst in 2001 is one, etc. Those are the really big ones. The ones where the markets went down between 25 and 50 or even 70%. Those are not this type of trade. Those are much longer DTEs. Those might be 30 to 90 days out. Those are trades that you put on every quarter. Now, we have an example of one member that did that, and that's Michael, the pilot.
Yeah.
He did that because he took my advice on that when I first introduced all you guys to Mark Spitznagel's book, Safe Haven and the Tao of Capital. Because in the back of the Tao of Capital is this strategy in particular. And so he decided, oh, I'm going to try that. So he was doing $130 bets, like 2 positions or something like that, every quarter. And he went 2 quarters and he hit the tariff drop, and his $130 bet turned into $6,200.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Right? So that's the longer term. Now there are fractals. That means that we have these big tail risk events that happen. The ones that we were just talking about, these black swans, are the really big ones, as well as I do, that there's other ones that happen all the time, much more frequently, that aren't as big as those, but are big, that where the market moves in that time frame 2 or 2.5 standard deviations. Maybe even 3. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how often they happen. So when I'm getting down to 2 to 5 days, I'm saying that those types of moves happen. We can do the math, which I did just the other day, but I don't think you had returned yet. So we're talking about like a 5% of the time happening. So there are 250 trading days in a year times 0.05. That means that there's about 12 and a half times a year you're going to get these relatively large moves, and about 24 times you're going to get, which is double that, from moderate to high. The distribution is about that. So if you're going to get these moves that are anywhere from 10 to 50 times, let's just randomize it and whatever that comes out to. Even if you only hit twice, the chances are you're going to make up for all the money that you put into it.
Across 4 to 6 trades a month.
Yes.
And that's just based on the regular distribution curve.
Correct.
You're right.
Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button below. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, remember to check out the link in the description for Ernie's Skool Community.